Okay, I'm here with Nathan Outteridge. How was the day today? Definitely more in the top end of the range. Just run us through how it was to be out there in the top end conditions for you guys.
Yeah, it was a good day for us today. It was we've had a lot of light wind days, and you know what you get here in winter, you either get too much or not enough. And so far over this block, we've picked a couple of good light to medium days, but today was a real opportunity to push the boat and just sort of see how the developments are going at the top end. And yeah, we definitely got some top end conditions. We were well over the wind limit for a lot of our session, which was good fun to get some confidence sailing and that stuff.
Very crispy sails. How was it to get the M3 and the smallest J5 out?
Yeah, we haven't seen those sails for a while, so our sail design group were really keen for us to check in on those again. And the boats really light up as soon as you put the small gear on. It's nice to get the big sails on every now and then, but when you can get on the little sails, the boats really come into another gear. And you would have seen today the boat was going pretty fast, both upwind and downwind. And when we don't get a chance to use them very often, we really enjoy putting them up.
Is there quite a transition setup wise on the boat when you put new sails on, when you guys start your testing session?
There's always a process to tuning them up and finding the right boat balance. The little jibs are tiny and the main's still just as big. It's a little bit less area, but trying to just make sure the boat balance is right, is always, probably one of the most important things when you get out there. So we spend a lot of time, just tuning it up, making sure the boat's in balance before you can really find that top speed out of the boat. And then you start throwing around, doing a bunch of maneuvers, making sure that, the balance is behaving nicely in the maneuvers. And once you're able to do that, then you can start, throwing some more, pre-start, action into it as well. So, we're really happy that we were able to step through the day in that way today.
There's been a few foil declarations lately, though mostly modifications of older foils. How has it been getting those out to test and testing across the wind range and rebalancing the boat?
Yeah, it's a pretty good time in the campaign, just checking in on where the foils and rudders are at. And there's very limited things we can actually do because we've got to use all the things we declared last campaign. But last campaign we checked in various different things, and we're pretty much doing the same thing again now. And the important thing is to check it through the wide wind range. That's why today was quite a critical day for us to get out there in some strong breeze and see how the boat behaves.
We noticed you guys stopped very soon after you'd started sailing. You sailed for 5 minutes and then stopped. Can you explain what happened?
Oh, the strop for the jib was not the right length. You were trying to get all the corners in the right spot to make sure you can load it up properly. And I think we just had to lower the jib a little bit then.
Cool, thanks very much.